None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital, run it up. Digital, 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 digital. Stepping like Marty McFly, stepping I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why, I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys, you know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend, only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids, that's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends, had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win, you know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold, I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb, I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital, run it up. Digital, 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 digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm trying to feed my kids, I'm trying to keep my way. I'm trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz, money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital, run it up. Digital, 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 digital.
Me and my girl, we do cardio. Up down like Mario, cause stress like Sicario. But that catches party on. I'm a Gemini, and she's a Scorpio. But that don't cross our minds when we on the cardio. Bet you wanna peak, bet you wanna see something. We don't wanna give, we don't wanna give nothing. I'm a Gemini, she's a Scorpio. But that don't cross our minds when we on the cardio. Cardio, yeah, like Super Mario. Yeah, yeah, when we on the cardio. When we on the cardio. I'm feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone codex. So I can't stop, I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you. Got you at the perfect time. I was watching it. You know what you want to do. But I can never be friends. Got me being realized. Got me so
Check 1 2 1 2.
Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. Everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I had the same piece. The shops of the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centipedes? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these calories. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the
And here we go. Oh my God, you actually did it. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane and we are taking a look at what is going on right now. Nice, big, healthy move out of Bitcoin. Nice, big, healthy move out of altcoins. We check out total 3 here. Our little dingle dangle, our little head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders pattern has broke to the upside. We have crime back. We were really looking at this hard with this trend line here that we were kind of following. Couple of twin lines. I thought I put that. Several trend lines got broken there, but the biggest thing I was looking for is about $505 billion area on total 3 market cap. I thought I needed to see us get back up there, and now we are. We got a very good chance this time to hold it. We've also got a very good chance for a little bit of a pullback this weekend too. So let's not get too excited, but things are looking really nice on a Friday. And basically what I talk about every weekend when we come to Friday, market makers love to get Bitcoin price up to a kind of a make it or break it area. They didn't do so hot this time. I really expected a little bit more out of you. Get you kind of up here and make us flag out all weekend. What are we gonna do? So that's where we are with Bitcoin, just hanging tight, probably flagging out. Got a nice little range, 46,520 on up to 48,647 or that thereabouts area. Remember, breaking out of this inverted head and shoulders pattern, which we also have on Bitcoin. Excuse me. It's a very good chance to get a pullback and retest that. Some of these breakout areas, sometimes it can come all the way back to the actual neckline. Doesn't have to. Anywhere where it can find support is a good area to look. And we also have like another trend line that we're working on there too. Might give us some support around 45,237 should we take a healthy pullback. And gosh darn it, it's just better when we do. It's just better when we do. That's coming in close to the 618. Yet there might be a little pump this weekend. I don't know what I'm looking for on the weekends. I'm looking, and I think this is what everybody else is looking for too, the market makers and all that. Is retail coming in? It's like we just back off, right? See what's happening. It's pushing in. I got some money coming in on the weekends. That retail, you starting to come in? You starting to get the FOMO? Starting to realize that you need to be in crypto and you're jumping in now? That's what we want. We start seeing those signs. Oh, that's a good sign that things are about to rip. So every weekend, I just wonder, and we're getting slightly more and more bullish every weekend. Used to. Weekends, you'd wait to get the best prices when things would just dump, low liquidity. Things were just falling. Especially, you remember all this time back through here? Yeah, it was like every weekend, down. It was during the week that was holding us up. The weekends were letting us down. That started changing. getting very neutral, and we're still kind of neutral now, but it's picking up just a little bit. So pullbacks maybe getting a little bit less on your altcoins during these weekends. No complaints here. But right now, total 3. Where did you go, baby? I'd like to take one more quick look at you over here. Zooming out here on the daily chart, total 3. That was a concern breaking this trend line. We broke it, and then we just found some support there. That's a pretty juicy move. You know what? I want to clean this little guy up. Get some of these things out of here. They're really no longer valid or not in play at the moment. You can stay. You are probably too confusing to talk about right now, so we'll take you guys off. So I think one of the things I would like to point out is if you take a Fibonacci from a swing low to swing high and see where she's bouncing off of, because if it's at one of 2 levels, 236, 382, she came down to 382, 1, 2, 3 times, dipped a little bit below it. Some might look at that as a Wyckopian spring. Actually, I would think there might be a chance to just kind of spring out, level out sideways for a little while, which would be cool for altcoins if Bitcoin was to do that. Let's hope not. Let's hope altcoins don't do that. Usually bouncing off of this 382 area means a stronger move to the upside. So that's actually a pretty good sign that I'm looking for right there. And currently we bounced off that area, regained the 505 that we talked about, and we're hitting what? Around 511? Yeah, we're almost there. So let's raise the bar a little bit. We need to see us get to 532. We just need, you know, another $20 billion coming in this market. What I do like here, what I want to point out is we got rising price and we have rising volume, meaning this is for real. If there was falling volume and rising price, we'd say, yeah, this ain't real. This cannot sustain itself. But right now, we got a lot of strength in altcoins, money coming in. And here we are on what, the 100, the bubbles. Look at you, Tao. Pithing me off anymore. It's up at 52 cents, and I can deal with that. When you start hanging around 32 cents, though, I'm getting really pith at you. Shout out to everybody here. Happy Friday, says Sam. Hey, happy Friday. And we got Grizz in the house. How's it going, Grizz? What's up, my man?
The highs with the lowest lows. That's like these days. World chained up, he on lockdown. Phone call 3 ways. I just pray that he find God now. It's no replay. On my way up to the top now.
So Friday night, if you got anything you want me to take a look at, go ahead and start throwing it into the chat. We're not spending very much time on Bitcoin and Total 3 anymore. We see the numbers going up. We like it. We want to take advantage of it. Let's talk about small coins, baby. Because right there's where the opportunity is. Quick, I'm going to come over and check out my BitUnix account over here. See what's going on over here. Got to keep up with it. Mostly do it on stream. Okay, I'm trying to go to spot account. Spot account, I took $100. Ran it up to 1,000. Decided to put 500 over in spot, which apparently, gosh darn it, are you down? I'm even in Bitcoin and you're down? All right, whatever. And 500 over, or keep 500 in futures. Futures is how I actually knocked it up there. I'm not a big futures fan. I do dabble. And let's see what we got going over here on the futures. Up 112%, small trade, because it was 500 and then, yeah, I got spanked. Doing stupid stuff. But right now, we're making a little bit of a bounce back. And we went from $23 or wherever we were, what were we, 27? I put it all in. Count equity now is 100, so we're making our ways up there. So we're trying to be a little bit more smart this time. We got our stop losses set and everything. You just get kind of bored and get kind of risky. You know, the psychology takes over and you're like, you do stupid stuff. It's all psychology. It's you. You're not trading against the market. You're trading against you. For real. And futures, when you get into all the leverage, it increases all that. But it's a skill that I just want to master. Now, I'm terrible about remembering who requested what, but Mavia was requested here. Heroes of Mavia. We charted that little guy. Where did we chart him? Probably MXC. Yeah. Ooh. We didn't have very much to go on at that. Oh, it was back a little while, right? Hey, man, this thing's just been on a tear. Been on a tear. I was looking at... Oh, she fell out of the channel and then did one. We only had like these many candles to go with. So what can we learn from this? Oh, we got some more information. Let's see what we can come up with here. Well, that's a little weak. I'm not crazy about that, but I mean, it may be valid. I'm getting a possible support resistance flip right there.
Left to the bank, you know that I'm coming in. We don't do it for the bands though. We don't do it for the cloud.
Got a nice support line here at the 618.
Turn top dog, greedy ones get knocked off. I keep looking at the bench like I could never not ball. Coach keep me in the game. Curry deadly with the range. I keep looking in the mirror like, who is he? I'm insane. Who am I? He insane. Guess I am the one to blame. What's done is done, won't change.
Well, if we're looking for higher targets, and it may try it. That's a lot of sell wicks right there on Mavia. Nice run though. You can't ignore that. From where we were looking at it, and I had no idea that it was going to do this, or had no signs that it would do that at the time. 164% gains possible for anyone that stayed in it. So I mean, you could always take a measure move from the channel and put it up there, but you can see the wick just blasted right through it already. It's coming back and retesting those areas. Putting that at the breakout does kind of take us up here, give us a little confluence at this fib level, about 7.54. Is that what it is? Wow. $7.50 area. Could be coming back into play if... Is there divergence forming? Actually, she still looks kind of strong. Breaking to the upside of this could lead to a much stronger move. So we want to put $10 and what is that, 2 cents technically on the radar there. So possibility from where it is now to make about 27% gains, or up here to $10 to make about 70% gains. So Mavia is hot. She is over on showing up over on Tokenmetrics as being very trendy. We got Javid in the house. How's it going, Javid? And Strega, what's up, Strega? We were following this little guy. We were following Cartesi earlier this week. How's she been performing here? Let's go back to the 4 hour. My thing is, I can't freaking remember. We just identified her into this megaphone pattern, which is ping pongs off of each side until one day that it does not. And she's had a very interesting bounce here, going off the top and not coming back to the side. So we're getting a lot of movement to the upside. Expecting another tap up here. Looking ultimately for 37 cents here, but we're looking for some possible buy areas still. She can still get a pullback, but you gotta be patient if you want to catch that, or you can just FOMO in and see where you go. I don't recommend it. But if you're patient enough, you can usually always catch one on a 200 moving average. Indicators are saying that in the 4 hour, she is getting a little bit bearish, going to get a pullback. So 26, maybe even down to 23 cents for Cartesi before she starts heading up to about 37, even on up to 45 to 47 cents there. She's an interesting one. She can, when she gets hot and she runs. like that, all the way up to like $1.70. Not a bad one to look at. Nice double bottom shape there here on the weekly chart. Frankly, I think we would look at all these coins, probably should start out on the weekly just to get the proper perspective. 62 cents is my ultimate target here before a bigger pullback. 62 cents is very doable to me with the double bottom shape here. Double bottoms pay the bill. Double bottoms make things just kind of rise to the top a little bit, if you know what I mean. Right up there to 6275. That's totally average right there. Ethereal, hey, I appreciate that. Nice up. Any thoughts on audio? I like audio. Let's take a look at audio. Binance is probably the best place to chart that little guy. And let's also take a little look at this Tokenmetrics over here. Oh, did I pick CoinGecko? CoinGecko is cool on the phone. I can find out what it tells me what a project is about there, but on this website they just don't show it right off. It's annoying. So let's go to CoinMarketCap over here. AUDIUS. Total supply on this one. Maximum is, I'm not got an answer here, so that there may not be. It may be infinity. Who knows? And they're on like a schedule. So we got to find an answer to that. 1.234. It's 1.2 billion. Market cap on it is 232 million, so it's still small market cap. This one can do some damage. She got up to almost $5. We're down 96% from that, which automatically, if you just take that, just knowing that altcoins from their all-time highs usually fall between 90 to 99%. They lose 90 to 99% of their value during the bear market. Just seeing that percentage lets you know that you're still in a good zone to jump in. At 19 cents, that it is. Considering what it can do, coin is out there. It's Binance, Coinbase, Uniswap. You can get it just about anywhere. Well, I checked you out back around these same prices back there in November 2020, somewhere through there. Yep, it's been a minute. Let's clean this chart up. Back when I could trade Binance. It's in a beautiful zone for accumulation. It's already got one butt cheek out of the way, another butt cheek out of the way. It's been doing it so long. This one's a little bit saggy, but she's doing fine. She's getting ready. She's still in accumulation. We can take this area here, bring it down to our lows, and see our ultimate little accumulation zone, which we're in. Plus, it's the best out of the best. Getting into 19 cents is golden if you're building a bag for this long-term hold. Let's look a little bit at this project. We didn't see what it was, right? You gotta know that. I skipped right over it. Squirrel! AUDIUS is a decentralized music streaming protocol initially built on POA network, but now it is living on Solana, where there's an automatic boost for you for this cycle right there. AUDIUS was launched to remedy the inefficiencies of the music industry, which is plagued by transparent music rights ownerships and intermediaries standing between artists and their audience. AUDIUS seems to align with the interests of artists, fans, and node operators through its platform powered by its native token audio. This was a big Tokenmetrics pick last year. Ian was talking a lot about this. Ian Bellina, Tokenmetrics. We should go over to Tokenmetrics and just see how it's rating right now. See if anything's changed. We'll come over to the investor side here. Trader side said strong sale. All right, here's your deals with it. Technology grade 81, excellent. Right off the bat, excellent. Top 80th percentile. Valuation grade, pretty much right down in the middle. Right down in the middle, meaning it's a good deal right now. It's a good deal right now. Fundamental grade, 58%. Total investor grade, it still ranks top. They're comparing it to these over here. I don't see that. I could compare it to Optimism over on the, is it Algorand? It is on Algorand. That's one of the places that I'm in. I'm heavier into that one, but I do have a little bit into audio. So what we're saying, Road Dog? I'm saying as long as we're under 19 cents, it's a good chance to buy. We should drop some more. I've got no move as averages down here for her to drop too, because the 9 is above it, which means we should start kind of just floating up toward there. It's got some work to do on the weekly, which means it can spend some time kind of figuring some things out. She's an accumulation, man. There's very few of these coins. Well, there's a few. Most of the ones that we've seen pop off and do their 10x's and everything have already completed this phase. They've already went through their accumulation and they popped off, and then they, you know, 10x, TRB. Think of a lot of the coins. Oh my God, Kaspa. All these things have already just, you know, blown up from their bottoms. So if you believe in this project, it is in a fantastic place to start picking this little guy up. I mean, we're not far from where we were 2 years ago, which was an excellent accumulation plot. Even buying it back here at these same prices, it bumped up to 53 cents. That's 190% gains on that before it fell back down. Write it down. What's that? I'm sure that I did, because I've had this over on, what was it? Crypto.com is where I think I've had this. All right, let's get us some targets. Some targets. Well, when we draw from this swing high to that swing low, it lets us know that the top right here of this double bottom scenario. Did we explain the double bottom scenario? We talked about it. I know we put a picture of what you should look for if you want things to get really excited in this market. You're looking for that shape right there on the low. And the deal with this pattern, now, honestly, it looks like we're retesting this zone here. So I don't expect her to stay from 17, 18, 19 cents for long before she starts moving all the way up here and, you know, kind of pulls the jeans up to the waist. That's at 52 cents. This will complete our accumulation zone. And if she can get up above there and maintain that, we can take this nice little measure move right here, put it right there, and then there's our nice target, telling us that she should be headed right up here about 92 cents, right in this 0.5 Fibonacci area. So you can probably do a lot more. We have this golden little area right here that makes the juicy little target. It's 618 Fibonacci for that particular move. So these are some great target areas, in my personal opinion. And from where we are now at 17 cents, we're looking at 10x potential, just going right up there. There is nothing in between here. Nothing here. Once you get above 36 cents, it's pretty much a smooth ride up to 74. There's nothing there to stop us. Shot through it. Fell through it. There's nothing there. So when she pumps, she's going to pump quick and juicy. But that's not all. There's a lot more we can do here. Let's look at it overall. Since we're talking about holding this thing for a while, maybe, or maybe you could do a swing trade. It's up to you. All those same rules apply over here. Was $1.08. So confluence over here with our 618, 117 cent area. We did the same things. I mean, you can go. Your basic strategy to pull a fib and swing high to swing low, every fib level is an excellent target. But, you know, I kind of look at the ones that kind of really work for, you know, making, you know, the ones worth waiting for. On this one, I am actually going to go with this 382. That little guy is coming in at $1.65. And of course, the 618 from its last major high here, November 2021, the height of the bull market. Second height. The second tippy toppy. She did good. She topped out 3 times last cycle. $261 looks really nice, but if you want something a little, you know, a little something to look at for where maybe we might go, let me give you 2 little areas to shoot for. Like I'm talking like way out there. I'm looking at 522. How's that sound? Possibly even as high as 624. Sounds crazy until that one day when you just, oh, this is a 520. I know. But these are the shorter term time frames. You can look for rejection and take some profit, pay yourself, and price may pull back to an area you may want to jump back in with some of that money. But those are some prime places to look to pay yourself. 50 cents is where I'd be looking for next. And from here, up to there, 181% to the 117. That's 500%. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. That's like forever. Well, it will if you're in accumulation, but once you get past these little mini accumulation areas that we just talked about, especially 50 cents, that gonna come quick. You gonna be on that train. So I likes it. Whale Talk says, hey, welcome to stream, Whale Talks. Let's get the chat over here. Whale Talk says the audio is a great long term. I agree. The chart says that it, yeah. Well, yeah. Need I say more? That's what you're looking for. That will pay off. Haven Pack gifted 1 Road Dog crypto membership. God bless you, Haven Pack. Thank you for that. Whale Talk says, hey, Road Dog, can you check SEI? Sure can. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else up here because I do that. Waiting for OP to fly to the moon. Okay, we take a look at. Where'd you go, Pen? Okay. And SEI, OP, SEI. We'll take a look at both of those. Let's take a quick look at OP. First come, first serve. Doing awesome. Kind of in a, you know, say weird. It's not really weird. It's in a channel where it just had a break with all these wicks and stuff. We kind of have to give it a little bit more room. So if we're going to be real anal about it, she has not broke out to the upside. Looks like these numbers were hit, whatever that was. This is still good. This we don't need. I'm on a weekly chart. I can say this, that Ichimoku Cloud looks very excited about this project and suggests that it may continue to the upside. It's above the 9 moving average on the weekly, so why wouldn't it? Stochastics have done like a 180 here. Well, almost trying to get above that yellow little median line there. So it looks kind of juicy. OP is sitting at what? Let's go to the daily chart here. Oh, daily looks nice too. In the middle of that cloud, bringing you down. But look, support resistance flip area here, whatever that is, trend line, whatever, still horizontal area. MW. I likes it so far. I'm just going to race it. I just got to race it. I can't help it. I got to see. Could you bait a cup and handle? By the rules, technically this could be because the price rose into it, or at least this is what you want to look for. Came up. Is that the lip? Technically that's the lip. That's a little higher. Not so crazy about that. But if you look at it from this point of view, this being a support resistance flip area, which is how I look for it. Like cup and handle played the same way as the channel would. Just saying. Did we do that? Just doing that measure move alone will get us up to about $5.30 for OP. I'm cool with that. Let's go. Let's do it, OP. Let's put this over here so I know it's to come. I think they might, I think Mitch Ray might call this the dragon. But just zooming out, we can identify what we've got. A little weak there, right? But it's just a megaphone pattern, rising broadening pattern. Technically a little bit bearish, but it is known to go to the extreme, play those like a pinball machine, side to side, bounce off the sides there. Could this possibly be some kind of wild Elliott thing? What you got going on? Elliott thinks this is a 1, 2, 3. I can't see that, Elliott. I can't. I really can't. I can't see it. So before I argue with Elliott there, to me it looks like a big ass 1. So if, I can't swear that it is, I am not an Elliott wave trader, but if it is a big ass 1, your big ass number 3 target should be right up here at $7.81. So if this doesn't work out, we're gonna blame Elliott, even though he didn't do it. But I use his recipe. Oh, I guess I need to put that one, so mark you orange so I know what you are. And so if by chance this were to play like some kind of weird cup and handle, could be played as a channel, even playing it for what it is there, getting a breakout, confirmation would be coming right up to that area right there. So I kind of like that. What we need to see is a partial decline, which is what we're looking for. It's a support resistance flip area. So if she kind of holds these areas around 273 or whatever, bounces off 554, 457 through here, flags out through here. Biggest thing is that she's flipping these those horizontal areas right through here. See more upside for OP. Looks good. I like 783. Might take her a little bit to get there. But these two, the others are good to shoot for in between. But the thing is, if we see a breakout to the upside of this, ooh, may not just stop at 783. That may be a pullback, but there might be, remember, that's a 3 wave. There's another wave to come after that. If Elliott wave theory does play out and be true in this situation, which at this point in the market, in this markup section that we're in, hell, it's kind of cool to play with. Well, Tongue says, "You're great, bro. I admire your consistency." I appreciate that. Says, "I like the music." The music is, yeah, I like this one too. This is the guy I have on the intro a lot lately because his lyrics are cool and his music's cool. Wow. It's a real short. It's initials. Come on, man. Who are you? NBHD. He's over on the Epidemic Sound. All right, so we're talking about SEI. That was the next request. Let's go look at it. So we're sticking with what we got. I've got these Fibonacci targets up there, which still are valid in my personal opinion. This is the 3-day. That's a weak ass trend line. What was I doing? Okay, I see that. Okay. This, I don't want that right now. I don't want it to distract me. So you can look at, I mean, we lost this trend line, so you can look at this as a possible bear trap scenario. I mean, it break up above there, big move. We can be looking at that $1.27 area. I'm looking for that. 3. So Elliott wave, this is, if we're going by Elliott wave, I seem to talk about that a lot now. It's got one more move, which could just take us back up to 89 cents, or could take us a little bit higher. Maybe 127 is what I'm looking for there. Let me just double check that. Get off there, Elliot. Let's see. All right, we're going to mark this one. Oh, that leaves it. All right, so one little trick we can use in Elliot, if you get the one wave, the two wave, you pull your extension from the bottom to the top to the bottom again, because it takes 3 on this one. If you're using the right fib, that's a 3 section, and plop it right there, and then you go look up here for the 3618 and you mark it. And then you put a target there, and then that should be where we go. Thereabouts. I like that too, baby. I like that too. We'll see how she plays out. SEI looks good. She's either going to get some rejection here. It could happen. Ichimoku Cloud suggests it maybe has something up its sleeve. The moving averages will probably give us the most information here. And we're above the 9, which is awesome. We're also above the 21, and we bounced off the 50, which means that these things look like they're bearishly crossing here. It's not a steep angle. Look at the angles. And then they curved it up to the upside. Yeah, we got a good chance of trying to do that. And if not, if she can't break above there, she'll probably come up here, you know, bounce around and do something like that and start on a new trajectory. But that looks kind of cool. Or she could do inverted head and shoulders. We're looking for a reversal type pattern or something. But ideally, what would give us the biggest move, which is not out of the question at this point, is to break up above this and then just skyrocket up. Like you're supposed to do if you is the wave I'm thinking you is. I'm not counting that as a breakout just yet. And I mean, you could try this little trick right here, the breakout, and it does give us a little confluence for that 127 area. So there we go with that. Say it's doing pretty good.
When I was a kid, I was a phenom. When I was a kid, I was a beast. I pull up, then I be gone. See ya. See ya.
Haven says, isn't OP having like a huge coin release to come?
See ya. See ya.
They do. It doesn't seem to affect it too much though. I had that up here. Do I still have it? No. I had the token unlock schedule pulled up earlier, but so if you don't know where to check, just token unlocks. Search it, click it. And let's see what we got for OP. Anything immediately? Don't see it immediately. Sweet's coming up about 18 days. Oh, there it is. OP down at the bottom, about 18 days. So, that's interesting. And so, I mean, generally, but don't, you can't go by this 100% of the time because it can burn you. I got burned on Aptos with this same idea strategy. You know, usually there's a pump up before a token release and then, you know, they sell down. But, you know, there's a lot of hype before that, articles coming out, maybe some news coming out, strategically planned before these token releases just to keep the hype up so that, you know, it can absorb the selling pressure as they unlock. Not everybody's going to sell, but a lot of them will. So but then again, you know, I got smashed in Aptos by selling too early, and then it ran up to like $20 when it was around $4. I saw a token unlocks was coming, and I got screwed on that a little bit.
my pocket, I be. I don't like to be seen. I just get up and I zoom. I don't need proof on the proof. I be way up with the moon.
Kaspa's got a nice little breakout here with a little bit of volume, not the volume I want to see, but hey, enough to keep us going. I'm looking at about 15.4 cents, and then from there we can see where we want to go, but I got measure maybe taking us up to like 20, almost 22 cents there. I had this marked for something. What was that marked for? That was important. What was that? I can't remember. Gosh darn it, I need to make notes. So nice little breakout of the Kaspa moving averages. How are they looking over here? Yeah, that's what we were wanting to see, is the 9 start crossing the 50 and the 100. So that's cool. Just got to see these other ones cross over that 100, and looks like they're on their way to do it. So probably will find a lot more resistance up here around the 14.2 cent area. Maybe get a little bit of pullback. Maybe even have a chance to retest these 12 cent areas before going back up. But she wants to go back up. Angle time test. What the hell does that mean? I found my note on it, and now I don't know what it means. Angle time. Oh, we're looking for I remember. I remember we were drawing this line. So if we got the breakout there, yeah, that kind of comes in line. We took the I'm following the angle. I'm doing a test. I forgot. And getting a breakout and seeing if that kind of lines up with the time that it may actually hit the target. Now I remember. So I need to, maybe this will help me. Make it a crosshairs, and maybe that'll help me remember next time. Chromium, we're looking at that, and it seems to be popping off, I think, right? Continuing up. So, woohoo! Sending triangle type of pattern here, basically. Roundaboutish. Broke this level, basically, and heading to the upside. Measure moves at 39.9 cents. Nice rounding shape right there. So measure moves about 39, just a little under 40 cents there. That was for the double bottom confirmation. The booty pattern is paying the bills. But I also wouldn't rule out this 44 cent area. We talked about this idea when it was in the following wedge and breaking above the 200 moving average here on the daily, and all the good little signs. The 50 crossing the 200 would be the buy signal. Buy the next pullback or whenever you can. If it makes it up there, that's like 290% gains from buying somewhere around 10-11 cents. We're sitting at 32 cents right now for Chromium. Working up to 39 and to 44, more than likely. AGIX is starting to look a little bit better. It needs to. Because you make me feel like a sucker when you take too dang long to do what you need to do. It actually looks pretty good now. I'm looking for 42.2 cents. From there, I will be very tempted to de-risk some, should we say, or unload a little. Maybe move something over to somewhere else, to another AI play. Some of the other ones. 55 and possibly 70 cents. 48 will be a little bit of a hiccup there, though. Oh, we want to keep that one in mind. 48 is kind of a little catch for AGIX, it seems. But so far, we're still kind of in a weird-ass little channel here that seems to be holding, so 42 does come into play there. Show me something, AGIX. Show me something. All right, and that's all we got, it looks like. Marco Shit, hey, you got the membership. Congratulations, my man. It's not Mantra, it's Manta. Manta DAO, let's take a look. Is it Binance? Is that where I'm charting you? Oh, on the daily chart here. Whoa. Well, that was weird. I think I was looking for a waffle pattern. I noticed an angle in these, and it's just very interesting to see if it might give us some ideas of places that could get. Didn't quite nail that one before she turned around. This trend line didn't nail when you need to get the heck out. And that was up here at what, 374 when it broke that trend line. Out. That's your first time to get at, especially if you got bearish divergence here. You got a little bit. I can see why one might think that it would go up higher, but she didn't. Shadang-a-dang. Where you at, man? MANTA? You're what, 290? Moving average, 200 moving average just now showed up here. Cool. So we're getting some history here. Makes it a little bit more accurate chart now that we got some stuff to go with. What am I looking at? There we are. Sometimes the volume lines go into the actual trend lines there, or the actual candles, and it gets confusing. Okay. Nice. Okay. I like that. And I like that. So what it's doing, it's went up. I'm just taking a fib from what we started out with here. And she ran up, bounced off the 382 fib, which is good for more move to the upside. She did some upside, lost it all, but came back and retested this 236 area. So that's kind of interesting to me. Trend lines are a little bit tricky depending on what you're looking for, man, right now. But there is some rounding going here with support there. I'm liking that. A little bit of confluence here connecting these lines, and then where this 200 moving average is coming for. That sounds like a really juicy target right there, 306. First thing I want to do is take that trend line with those nice little angles. See if I got a little confluence here. Kinda, yeah, right here with that angle. Really nice, not the little bear trap there. Rests on the top of that, touches that, touches here, support here. I'm all about that. Measure move from this channel. Fine tune it at the breakout, but we're going to estimate it right now. It's going to be about 395. That is one of the things when you do your measure moves and things. And you might see it where I'll put one out and then I'm not coming back and seeing that chart for a while. They could be off just depending on wherever it breaks out. The rule is you take the measure move and then at the breakout area. So if it moves all the way, if it takes it all the way down to here to actually do the breakout, then it would affect where the measure move would come into play. So that's just something, just always tightening up your charts, but we're just kind of guesstimating right now. And that's coming to 395, and there could be a lot more coming after that. What we want to be concerned about, when it gets up there, we don't want it to do the dreaded M pattern and then come back and do a lot of accumulation, so we'll just have to check it out there. But right now she's looking kind of juicy. Nice rounding shape going on here, inverted head and shoulders pattern, little thing. You could look at that and play that little idea, although it's raising to the upside. Oh, I don't like to play them that way. I find it's just simpler just to zoom out and see what pattern, overall pattern or channel that you're in, honestly. Haven says, Mavia is my play. I took out my initial too early, but it's a new ripping coin. It's doing good for you, Haven, man. Congratulations on that one. That looks cool. It is very hot. And yeah, right here. And let's take a look at Tokenmetrics. Why not? That's what we're about, finding the hottest coins, and that's what Tokenmetrics about, is to tell us which coins are the hottest. Sounds like a match made in heaven. You got your peanut, you got your chocolate, and my peanut butter. Heroes of Mavia is up here, most trending. CHEQ Network, Dymension, and Jupiter. Good old Dymension, man. That was just that's a gift from God. Thank you very much, God, for looking out. These are the these are the hot trading coins at the moment, according to Tokenmetrics. When you find these, they're usually, you know, high. I mean, they're kind of risky. Let's not jump in and hold this. This is like, see if we can get a little bit more of a move out of this idea. These are the things that are moved. Celestia, you go, girl. $20, is that right? So trading signal over here is bullish, and it's trader grade right here. Now 93% is for AERO. I don't even have you on my list, do I? AITECH, we've been covering that one. That was brought in by request, and here it is on Tokenmetrics. TIA Chain GPT, we've been looking at that. Banana Gun, I thought I bought some of that. I thought I did. I'm sure I did that. It's got to be on my Tangem wallet. I think I got it through Uniswap. Space ID, Mailed Delesium. That's an interesting. Now that one is on AGIX, and it's pumping, and AGIX is pumping. Huh. AGI. So AERO has got the top score there for trader coins. Aerodrome Finance. It is on Coinbase. Not on many other places. It's on CoinEx, which, gosh darn it. I didn't put any of these things up. Do have a link to CoinEx if you don't have an account over there. You do have to use a VPN, but you don't have to KYC. You can if you want, but they do have some things that I do like. They have margin trading, which I need to check on mine, because I got I'm building a bag of Kaspa and a bag of Kadena over there, because my Kadena just kept going down in value, and I figured, well, if you're going to do that, I might as well make more of you. It's a slow little process, but it is effective. So CoinEx, let me just add that link in here. That link in the chat, put it up there on the screen there. It gives you either no fees or lowest fees. That's always the option that I choose for the links that I get. All right, let's check out the chart here. So with the Coinbase, okay. I'm just kind of shocked about this. Normally, when I'm looking for the ones that are up there on the list, man, they're just up too high, almost too high to buy. This one's down at the bottom. On the 2 hours, reclaim the 9. This actually looks good. Stochastics are kind of high. Not a deal breaker. It's only when they actually start on their movement down that it's a deal breaker. But everything else seems to be wanting to go up. That's looking interesting. Stochastics can get pinned up there and stay up there. Time to make the donuts. Not much history here. I got from February 6th to now, and it's still nothing but drop. And you're a trader coin, huh? I can see that if it breaks out of here and it looks like it is getting set up for that. It also wicked down here, so I don't want to leave that unnoticed, because what gets wicked often can get candlesticked. So just being aware of the danger in the area. Smaller time frames are looking kind of juicy. It looks like the 200 moving average is starting to come up here, so that's always a great target. Support resistance area right there too. I'm betting that that will work its way down here to about 8.9 cents. Personally, on this one, to get in on this one, I mean, you can get in, but you're having a lot more risk. There is some nice looking bottomy shapes here. All right, let's just do the fib trick. I want to do the fib trick. Swing high to swing low. Tell me how low price will go to the 1, 2, 7, negative 7. My strategy, there's a good chance that this is bottom out, but I'm still cautious about that. I haven't had to do this since we were in the downtrend. There are chances that it can retest either of these two areas. But the dealio is,
Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Call filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you.
I can use my bear market strategy now.
Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, go home, go home, go hard, go hard, go home, go hard, go home, go hard.
10 cents looks good to me. You know I'm going to do it. What am I going to do? You know I'm going to. You know I'm going to do it. You know I am. Keep it simple and reliable.
Go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric.
The magic line.
The Rick's on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. I just wanna give my mama 100x.
I'm not crazy about this trend line whatsoever. I'm gonna come to that one. That one makes a little bit more sense right there. Still, I don't have the volume we need for that, so that's why I'm saying these areas down here. What if it gets what you could see happen with AERO is rejection there and then come back and ride this trend line down a little bit. That could happen, but it can also happen that we get up above this area. Some people would wait till we got up above there to jump in and then more to the upside. That's interesting. Usually when I see the traded coins over here, they're just really overbought territory. Check on AITECH. How's that one looking? We've been looking at that a little bit recently as a request, and it looked good. AITECH on MXC, I guess. She's been still holding that trend line here, man, for a while. Round in shape, holding that trend line. I'm liking that so far. Zooming out to a bigger time frame, though. The deal with this guy is that, you know, it can be in a rising wedge, which normally breaks to the downside, but it looks like it may have one more trip up here to about 9 point something cents. So, hot trader coin. Elliot thinks she's played out, but, you know, and a drop down here to these areas. That's what he's forecasting, and that would be this rising wedge breaking to the downside. So, a little bit risky there, but you could set a tight stop if you're trying to make that play. And that was about 33%. I'm able to find something a little with a little more option, a little more in your favor. Let's take a look at Solana. Got a nice breakout of this wedgie shape here with volume, just like we need to see. Targets I'm looking for is 163, and then this crazy measure move that take us right up to around 211, 206 in that area. Let's fine tune it. We got the breakout, put you there. Put you as the measured move, colors you blue. Well, so, like what I'm seeing out of Solana, this area right over here is going to be a little bit of an issue, though. That previous high, what was that, about 142? May have a little bit of a problem right there. Not a bad one. Haven says, should I buy 310 million SHIB or 28.7 Solana? I think you'd probably, I'd go, I mean, has to be definitely your choice. But you got a meme coin versus a layer 1, and that's a big difference. However, my answer is, if you ever get confused, just 50-50. You can only be half wrong. Or half right. Or nail it. SHIB could do some stuff. It could. Where we at right now? Don't. That's out of play there. Let's get that one out. Finding some support here. Nice, nice. Still got some work to do. Also, I think you might see more movement out of Solana. But what is that? That's 90% gains if it makes it up there, but no telling how long it will take it to get up there. But I got 1887 as being a fairly decent target, and of course any of these highs along the way here also would be a good place to take targets, like 1570, something like that. So at 1576, that would be a decent little place, because I expect some resistance there too. That's 62% gains. Check out CHEQ. It's on Gate.io. It's on Mexi now, and Osmosis. Huh. Osmosis has got a lot of stuff over there now. You'd be surprised. So this one is the this is the one that's trending over on Tokenmetrics, and here's why. Nothing that I'm interested in jumping in at the moment. That's just might get lucky and see a little bit of a pullback back to what is that, 8 cents? And we're sitting at 9.7 cents. Might see that. Get a little bit of a triangle, symmetrical triangle here with these wicks and that. Hate those little guys. They're more like a range. 21 moving averages coming here on the 4-hour. I like that idea. If anybody looking to get in it, where it's going to go, it's more than likely back up to retest this 12-cent area. Not lots of price action we can do a whole lot with. Sorry, MetaMez removed for that double bottom, but completing that double bottom is kind of cool, but there is a chance to come back to retest these bottom areas. Cool. No problem, Well Tom. Appreciate it. Take a look at Dymension, see how she's hanging out. I have been taking a little bit of profit on this, but not too crazy, because I think she can do some more damage here. Not a lot of price action to go on. She's been in the channel. I'm going to come down to the 2-hour so I can get a little bit more noise to work with here. So we got candle bodies, and then it's hard to draw a trend line. So we got like a secondary trend line right here that we're following. And it looks like she kind of broke below it. Technically, I guess you could say she is, and maybe trying to bump back into it, or we could extend it and still be kind of, you know, maybe in the same ballpark and still be okay. Personally, I kind of like this since it lined up so well there. Get back up in there, then yeah, she's going to jump up to about 961, and I say go for it. I say go for it. I want to take this little guy off the table, because that was just if we bounce back up off the top there, which we didn't do. So we've found a sideways channel to be in, which has a 70% chance to break to the upside, pushing us back into this original channel, which I take as a good move. And we could be on a wave 3 or a wave 4, and I'm just not even getting into that. I'm just looking for what we got. Looking for those areas. Did we look at Jupiter? Well, that's just Jupiter. I'm trying to identify a range for Jupiter. Wow, that's a support resistance flip area right here. These are two possible areas that you may see it drip down to 36.45. I'm looking for about the 45-cent areas to possibly get hit. Doesn't mean it's going to, but we're just looking for opportunities as they present themselves. Looks like this angle is holding very well. So looking for it to come back up to 57 cents on this channel that we're in.
Let me do my thing. Got them greens and pinks and blues. I'll give my kids a change. Don't call me, I sit for none unless you do the same. I want a cat that's fast as that and I don't do no range. Yeah.
That really doesn't match up very well.
All I ever wanted was some millions. All I ever wanted was some children. Then I got 4 of them kids and now we chillin'. Nothing's real inside, don't wanna feel it.
I'm not liking the results I'm getting on the fibs. I just don't have enough information on this yet. So I have to stick with the channel and a possible measure move for a channel. So if we were to come up here, possibly, yeah, some confluence right up here to the top of this kind of range area. Maybe 67 cents. And she breaks to the downside. 36 cents if she comes back down here somewhere. Keep it in mind. Jupiter. Just trying to figure it out. That's all she's trying to do. Striker likes donuts. Oh Lord, we left Elliot on. He's having a field day. What are you saying, Elliot? Elliot's saying Bitcoin's coming right back down here. That's what Elliot says. To what, a 618? Where is that? 45724? You don't think it's going to hit my 45237? It may not. Elliot's on it. Elliot thinks we got double fives. Elliot says we coming down. I've been shorting this on MEXC because we are on the weekend. I wouldn't doubt that we will come down. Expect a little bit of a retrace out of Bitcoin here. Basically looking at this trend line, seeing if it's going to get broken, and if it does, look for more downside. A little bit of a retest, low liquidity. Could also affect our altcoins a little bit, but overall, again, total 3 looking kind of juicy here. More money coming into altcoins right now. We should just take advantage of it over this weekend. Saturday, tomorrow, maybe a different story. They like to pump us on the Friday, kind of leave us hanging on a Saturday and see what we want to do. They're filling us out. If we can move prices on the Saturday by ourselves, this market's flipping, and we want to see that. So all eyes on tomorrow and then Sunday, of course. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Covered a few coins, got your request in. Looking at the market, is looking juicy. Bitcoin is doing something. We just need to appreciate that. Thank you, Bitcoin, for making our bags pump. If it wasn't for you, Bitcoin, we would have no bags. That is very true. So thank you for my bags, Bitcoin. God bless each and every one of you. I will see you again tomorrow night, and maybe earlier. I don't know. May do a surprise one. Who knows? Thanks for hanging out with me. If you can, hit that like button before you leave. Maybe even leave a comment. That kind of helps the algorithm out. If you'd like to leave an actual comment for the live streams, maybe make a coin request for the next live stream. Hey, there's an idea. Any suggestions, any feedback that you can give me to help them get this a more interesting, better show, I'm always up to hearing feedback for that. Oh, there goes. It's time to make the donuts again. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you tomorrow night. We got anything cool from the watch?
Come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet high off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down or you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big.
And Franklin claimed that this was the real cause of the American Revolution. Most of the founding fathers realized the potential dangers of banking and feared bankers' accumulation of wealth and power. Jefferson put it this way:
I sincerely believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. The issuing power should be taken from the banks and restored to the people to whom it properly belongs.
That succinct statement of Jefferson is, in fact, the solution to all our economic problems today.
Here's how it works. They print it, we borrow it, and we pay them interest.
This is garbage. This is garbage. Your people in South Africa, you have your rand, right? That's going to zero. That's going to zero. This is going to zero too. Euros are going to zero. The yen's going to zero. The Chinese currency is going to zero. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. If you don't understand that yet, you're going to be impoverished. You're going to be on the street. You're going to be begging. You're going to be out of business. You're going to be toast.
James Madison, the main author of the Constitution, agreed. Interestingly, he called those behind the central bank scheme money changers. Madison strongly criticized their actions.
History records that the money changers have used every form of abuse, intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over governments by controlling money and its issuance.
The battle over who gets to issue our money has been the pivotal issue throughout the history of the United States. Wars are fought over it, depressions are caused to acquire it. Yet after World War I, this battle was rarely mentioned in newspapers or history books. Why? By World War I, the money changers, with their dominant wealth, had seized control of most of the nation's press.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these things that simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 All the Trump supporters that I talked to who were Trump voters.
He's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts, and it could be that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah,
that is our job.
You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls.
These authoritarians hate
Bitcoin, and it's for the same reason. Why do they hate Joe Rogan? Because they can't control him. He's not subject to their authoritarian power. Why do they hate Bitcoin? Because they can't control it.
There's only one useful thing that any of us can do every day when we get up. One thing that matters above all. That one thing is convince someone to convert some other form of property into Bitcoin.
By a show of hands, how many people hold Bitcoin? Not bad, not bad. What I would recommend highly for anybody who doesn't, get off zero, like today. It is, we'll talk a little bit about it. But what is it? It's an open, decentralized network that's open for anybody, and no one can stop it. It's impossible to stop.
It's impossible to stop.